So, hi everyone. This is for the 1010 portal, but I'm also merging it, which I nearly forgot before I started. I'm also merging it with the Divine Feminine Venus message that I've been putting out on Fridays. So, we shall just go with the flow with what wants to come out. I've just remembered these were the cards they wanted me to use. Oh my God, happening already. What did it cut on? What was that? Embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth. Interesting. I just said something like that in the membership. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. Well, that's why I'm filming this. And Temple of the Rose, ancient power expression, activation, scarlet code. So, not that I think it shows up, but yeah, there is lots of powerful energies flooded in on this 1010 portal. I am filming it on the 9th, the night before, in a very, very chilled mode. I'm also just keeping an eye on my phone because I am catching up with somebody soon. But yeah, I wanted to, so I could have filmed this with my hands, but I felt like I wanted to film it this way. So, first things first, before I forget, this, it's really funny because it's totally on point for me, but this fell off the couch and it says, prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. So again, you could be in a similar place to myself because a lot of you will be, because I know that some of you will have similar transits to me. But even if you're not, there's always going to be a time when we all need to take it a wee bit easier, have a wee bit extra self-care. 24th of October could be significant. That was my best friend's birthday, but that is also the start of Scorpio season. Um, yeah, so like here's a funny example. Like I was going to go up town today because I needed to change like the size of like a pair of boots that I got. Um, and I couldn't be arsed. And I knew it. Like I just knew it. I thought I'm not gonna be able to get up. And sure enough, I couldn't get up, kept snoozing the alarm. And I do that thing, you wake up and you're like, oh my God, it's lunchtime. And I thought I just did not have the energy to go into town. I'm too sensitive at the best of times, but not when it's like I already feel like I'm already in sun in my 12th house. I'm like, nah, no way. So I felt like a bit of a, I don't know, I felt like a genius because because I put the refund in process and then ordered them again and managed to get the discount that I got the first time. Feeling like a genius. Um, but yes, so grateful and excited about that. That's my Christmas present to myself. Um, but anyway, let's go with that. But that's just a funny wee self-care thing, you know what I mean? It's like, is it going to be kind to myself? Because I thought, no, I'm going to end up spending money on shit I don't need when I go out like that. We can do that online too. And I said this on the hand videos actually, but you know, I could see my inner child getting a bit excited because I never physically go to the shops like that. Oh, weird, weird. So when I've picked up this deck, I've obviously picked up some of the cards left over from some of the ones into next week. But look, we've got receptive and door to spirit. So basically, I feel in this 1010 portal, not only are Divine Feminine very receptive to, well, downloads and messages coming in, but I mean, if you're Divine Feminine, you always are, regardless of your gender. But I feel because you're so receptive and so in your feminine energy, it's really pushing the masculines into feelings. And this is so funny because I've scheduled a post, which you'll have seen now. Well, if you bother to read the post, because not a lot of people do. Thank you if you do. And it would be good if people make an effort to do that because if I'm going to be channeling out anything, that's where I'm going to be putting stuff. You know, most of yeah, that's where I'm going to be. Because I don't want to be using my voice when we write and stuff, unless I'm using music to things and that, which I will be doing that too. But um the masculines are in their feelings and more receptive. So there's like a really powerful energy coming in on the 1010 portal. So that doesn't mean that loads of stuff happens in it. Like unions and stuff. It can be, you're both taking a bit of time yourself, but the masculine is more receptive at this time. Open, accepting, welcoming, door to spirit. And then all the roses remind me of Mary Magdalene, Jesus energy, Mother Mary, which I absolutely called in this chilled mode. So yeah, door to spirit. Basically, masculine is more receptive to listening to spirit now, or listening to God, or listening to guides, angels, whatever you want to call yours. If you're new around here, I say God more than anything else. That's just, it's whatever resonates for you. Right, so now this is interesting because this deck has been AWOL quite a while and it's got a mixed bag, but we'll trust that we want to bring stuff out of this. So, but weird when I'm doing it like this, what do I usually do? Well, that was just some general messages that will come out. Right, subconscious. Subconscious for the feminine energy. So that, like I said, this is a focus for the divine feminines, male and female, but this can absolutely make sense to divine masculine, male and females too, for your feelings. Um, oh wait a minute, I'm just going to pause this just to reply to someone. Okay, so not that it makes much difference to you because I pause it. But right, let's get back to this. So, what have we got? In the subconscious mind. Now, there's a mixed bag if you've never seen me use these. So, yes, but I was saying can be for anyone. It's just more of it's more of a focus on our divine feminine energy. I can't talk anymore. This is exactly why I need to be taking some time off. So we have teacher. Oh my God, why do these messages keep coming out? But I'm going to read both because I did kind of pull it in reverse there, right? Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. But, and this is a big but, the shadow attributes, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits, and destructive skills. So what's really funny is like when I was just emailing somebody back there, I just said because there's confusion over time zones, right? Which I always get confused, and but I was just laughing and like I've just said, yeah, I was confused too. Google lied, right? But I'm always really patient with stuff like that because it's just I've dealt with this for years. And it's actually working out probably better for me because I can get some of these done and then talk to persons I want to talk to. But anyway, this is like I help people with this all the time, like, and it's just a shitty part of human nature. Like it's people coming from the shadow. So, just to be and remember this is subconscious. So this is the subconscious and the feminine energy for male or females, regardless of whatever twin flame you are. But I feel like some you could be getting intuitive nudges. Oh, they're using stuff from my past, right? Okay, I get it. They're using stuff that I help to clear from people, like every session I do, pretty much. Like I'm always clearing manipulation, spell work, black magic, which is just slander, gossip, lies, confusion, like where you're confused or where you're hoodwinked or all that kind of stuff. But like they're using things from what I've went through, in the past that you might not be trusting your intuition yet about a bad feeling you've got, but it's like the penny's about to drop. That's the way I'm taking that because it's like, it's about to drop into your conscious mind. You're going to get the answer. So it does feel like it's leaning to more towards again that because this is usually how it goes that this is going to be the masculine feminine side. But remember, these are take it on board because, like I said, I'm the divine feminine, and I have had things like this happen to me. It's just I've went through a while ago because of my way sure it's like it's so that I can go through tough lessons, heal from it, integrate the energy, and then come and teach the lesson, which is also like I would say that's also my type in human design as well. I like to explain it as I fuck up, I learn the lesson, I come and teach about it, which is not everybody's kind of way, but it's my way. So, but it's more this isn't something you fucked about, or definitely not the things I'm thinking of that I've fucked about. It's not. It's more just like where you couldn't see through something or someone. Um, so this can be like personally, this can be professionally, this can be on a more macro level in the world. You couldn't say you look up to somebody, you listen to them online, or you go to see them speak or something, and then you suddenly have this big spiritual awakening, and you're like, oh my God, they're like total false light. They're like not. They're not. Sometimes, I mean, I've had this happen loads of times where I'm like, they're not even like even nearly as in the know or like awakened. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of weird when I've had that with loads of books and that I've read where something helped me at the time But then I realized I was like, that person hasn't even went to the dark night of soul. Like I've went to the dark night of soul before some of these people. And the problem is, it's not that you can't listen to someone if they've not went to a dark night of soul. But it's very hard to listen to somebody a lot if they've not had their dark night of soul and their ego death, and you have, because their ego will scream at you. So again, I feel some people might be going through a bit of that, so it's a bit dark. So that's enough for that one. Let's get, what have we got for the masculine energy in the subconscious? So this can be your feminine and your masculine energy in the subconscious. We've got another shadow one. Dilettante delights in the arts without having to be professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in pursuits, pretentious to too much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Right, okay, so this is building a bit of a picture. That came out of verse 2. There's definitely somebody that's like, it feels like a copycat energy. Oh, fuck, this is, if that is for the same day, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. I don't know what this is about, and thank God I'm like, by the time you're watching this, I'm out. I'm like absolutely. I mean, this is for tomorrow, yeah. Like, but I'm out as soon as then. Like, the person I'm talking to after I finish this, that is the like absolute last person that I'm talking to, um, and then yeah, I don't want to be. I don't actually want to talk to anyone tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? I just feel I want to be silent. Like I would say, I feel for twin flames, it's like if you're not with your person, it's a time of silence. So like you're either you want to be with your twin flame or you want to be on your own. I always feel like that around this time. So obviously we can't always get what we want, so I guess I'm alone. But this feels like copycat energy. That's what it feels like because it's like giving the energy of somebody that has put across knowing more than what they do. So my feeling is going towards this could actually, it doesn't specifically need to be about twin flames, but with me being a twin flame teacher, shaman, healer, that is what I was kind of feeling. So just keep in mind they talk in code through me. So although I'm saying this could be about like exposing somebody that's made out they know more than what they do, or and they don't, and they could have literally just been copying what somebody else is saying. That happens all the time on this journey. Um, and it'll be exposed in some way. So, however that would happen, um, or it's not about twin flames at all, and it's something else, like someone else that you've looked up to, and something will be exposed in some sort of way. So this is a bit juicy. And again, it's like, but again, I was a bit juicy, and I was going to say, you can let me know what it's about. You can let me know what it's about if you want, but I would say, email. Um, but also, I'm not going to be replying to my emails until the start of November. So just so you know that. But I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck am I picking up on? I feel like I've been tricked into this intense message. Right. So what have we got? I think we need another. What have we got? What else have we got in the subconscious? Let's get a bit of a kind of lighter message in the subconscious. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So look, that's your intuition, your feelings, your receptive energy. We already got the card receptive. Like time's not running out. Everything's happening when it should, even if it's taking a long time, because I know it has. That's an understatement for a lot of you and me. Um, trust the wave you came in on. Do you know what I mean? Like the wave of twin flames. Okay, so that's to go. Ah, but think about it, right? That was to go with that teacher card in reverse. It is something like that. It's like, you're whoever I'm speaking to, because this can't be for everyone. It's like you're truly on the journey and it's somebody you've had your doubts about, and then Mercury and Scorpio's revealing somebody's like talking shit, or like they don't know what they're talking about, or and like I said, it doesn't need to be about twin flames. It can just be, or it's like someone's not as of integrity as they make out. It's something a bit shady, but this is all the stuff that comes out in Scorpio, Mercury and Scorpio. Right. So especially that full moon illuminating the truth. What have we got for the masculine side, for the dilettante or whatever it was? A bit of a similar vibes, similar energies. Sub Rosa, look, Sub Rosa again, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. But learning and teaching. Yeah, it's like someone's been getting taught things by somebody that's not the best to be learning things from. So this could even be in the school of life, the school of hard knocks, you know what I mean? You've been looking up to somebody, you've been being taught by somebody that you now see as manipulating you, you know what I mean, to suit their agenda or something. But also hidden in plain sight, like this is the masculine energy in the subconscious. That again, it's just coming up that message that the masculines have an intense dreams about the feminine. You're having intense dreams about each other. Give me a joint energy. Oh, okay. Play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So again, I feel that is like if you're already in union, I feel that's that playful energy coming about. And if you're not in union, keep birthing the new earth, birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a world into being. So and play, you know, I mean, something I always used to say to my soul fam clients is a good affirmation is I get paid to play. You know what I mean? And I always say that, like, it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, I love what I do. So when I actually see the PayPal coming in, it's like, oh, yeah. Like, sometimes I forget. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's hard to explain, but and then the more you get into that energy, the more you attract it. So, you know, attracting like the rose, there's a card like that. I don't know if I read that, but it's kind of reminding me of that. Right. Okay. So, conscious mind. Okay, I'm kind of scared to shuffle these again though. But conscious mind, let's see if it's a bit of a similar vibe. It's a bit dark for. I can't help that's what come out, but the thing is, it does make sense because I always do feel there is something a bit like put it this way, like I've worked with so many thousands of twin flames over the years now, right? And it's funny, it's because I keep saying I'm getting sick of saying 10 years, 10 years. It's going to be 11 years soon, but it is 10 years that I've been working with twin flames, and um, but yeah, 10-10 is not always a good date for twin flames. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot when a lot of people. Well, it's when some people got married, but it's also the marriages that then led to divorce. But I know some people that got divorced on 10-10. I might be mixing up some of the details of this, guys, but I know that it's kind of one or the other, and I know like people that it's been one or the other. And I've not got the best of memories connected to this either. So you know what I mean? It's not, yeah, all round. And I keep pulling cards about rest and time out, and but 10 anyway, numerology wise, is the ending and the beginning, because the 10 is like not quite the end, not quite the beginning, and then it reduces to the one, or like with the 0 point, and it's like the beginning's alignment. So it's like you're kind of in the void in the middle bit, the no man's land. It can feel a bit weird, so just rest, take some time out. I feel the full moon in Aries brought up a lot for people. And if you've not heard me warning you about that already, you're going to be having a lot of ancestral healing coming up. And I would be honored and humbled if you would like to work with me um, as a guide. And you don't need to worry about me not know my stuff because I have got proof. People say in the chat all the time how much I'm helping them real time or how much I've helped them in the past. Occasionally people pop on that have followed me for years and will share about how I've helped them and stuff. But and it's so I feel that's why that popped up outright. But this isn't just about me. Like you might be a guide as well. You might be somebody that is helping other people through their dark night of soul or spiritual awakening. So you'll know what one you are, or you need a guide. So check in with what it is. But represents the nature of the divine in itself, in life and in yourself. How interesting though, right? Because the bottom bit says places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So that's a tricky one, isn't it? Because I'm not shy of having this conversation with people that some people specifically, because when we're talking about me specifically, I am not just one thing. So that's what people need to remember. Like, I am not just a medium or just a shaman, but none of these things are just anyway. They're big things alone. So I'm not just a medium or shaman. I'm also like a hypnotherapist, an advanced hypnotherapist actually, a life coach, transformational coach. Do inner child healing, inner child work. Like the womb healing that I do is not many people in the world can transmute energy the way that I do in that way, alongside all the other things. EFT, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that I do. So it's just in case people are new to me, just to sort of stress that. But I'm saying this for other people too, that it's like um people like us that are providing a service, that are changing people's lives, um, do deserve to get paid. Even though it feels like playing, like what I just said, we do deserve to get paid for releasing people from their own demons, from actual demonic attachments. It's pretty rough. The stuff I remove from people just from sitting here like this, having a wee chat, and all just look very friendly with a cup of tea. I'm clearing a lot of stuff. I might not be telling you. If you ask me, I'll tell you. But unless you ask me, I'm not going to be telling people because it's not always very nice, the stuff that I'm clearing. And it's not always that dark, but a lot of the time it is because people don't really realize the heaviness that's around them. Um, but yeah, just sort of getting across that it's like, it is important that, that people that are doing very tiring work like that to help people do get paid. But then you've got, there's a difference between people that are like, the kind of people that are, I feel you need a reading, email me or WhatsApp me, you need a reading like that. Do you know what I mean? That just feels like common sense. That goes out. So that you see how that could fit in with those cards in reverse. These people are copycats, they're not real. They might, they look to the real people and see what people are saying and put it out. So that's the obvious one, but there can be really hidden ones too, where they might do quite a good job of making it seem like they can talk the talk, but can they walk the talk kind of thing. I always get that mixed up. But then that's part of the message too. So just pay attention. And that's why I would say, like, I really don't mind if people want to stalk, lurk, watch me for years on end before you book. I would advise you to. Unless you're like me and you just know instantly, yeah, I feel connection to this person, I want to book. I do that too. Um, but I get it if you need to watch. But you know what I mean? It's like I said, I'm confident and I'm of integrity that you see what people are saying, you know what I mean? And there'll be other people like that too. Watch, what are other people saying? Are there people, is there social proof? Like, is there reviews? Is there people raving about them in the comments or in the live chat, whatever it is they do, or have they got a website? You know what I mean? Doesn't matter about a website because I've dabbled with websites, but I'm not a website person. I can't be bothered with the upkeep. I just, maybe I will at some point, but I've not done it all this time. You know what I mean? However you do your thing, but um, you know, doesn't always need to be social proof because you might just like really connect with the person and feel, but most people do kind of want to know when it's quite a substantial amount of money too. But it's something that does piss me off because over the years, I've cleared so many people that have been financially abused by other quote unquote spiritual people. And from like thousands and like, you know what I mean, thousands and thousands of pounds. And this has happened more than once to many people, men and women. Um, so you know what I mean? But that's because I clear spell work, black magic, confusion, and illusion where someone was tricked. And it's very often, I've said this before, but it's very often people come circle back around. Like someone will go and be lured in by somebody's glitzy font and I always use the same example, but glitzy font and amazing website and you know what I mean? And then when they actually, the reality is very different. So you know what I mean? So that's the thing, like people might bypass me because I've not got a website. But I mean, yeah, well, they're obviously not meant to connect with me in that way, or they're missing out. You decide, but it's kind of like people do get what they need, like networker. But so again, I feel what they're saying is if you have had a good experience with me or anybody you've had a beneficial experience with as a healer, a coach, a mentor, a guide, you know, tell other people. if you spot that they've got the same issue that you had, if you need, if you release trauma with a shaman or a healer or a coach or a therapist, because oh yeah, because I never even said that because I'm a therapist as well. It's like, you know, tell other people how much it helped you. Like it's a bit different to me because I only attract twin flames, but a lot of twin flames do know other twin flames, and there's nothing. The thing is, at this point, there's nothing to stop you telling someone that isn't a twin flame. It's just it's weird. Even when people do tell their friends and family that aren't twin flames, they don't resonate. It's like you know what I mean. So by all means, because I do feel I will be guided to be helping people that aren't just twin flames at some point. But like I said, it's been that way for forever. So enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So, but also in the reverse, that can be gossip. Conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. Yeah. So again, this is very Mercury and Scorpio. That's all I've got to say about this. This is like quite interesting. And maybe it's explaining why I feel like I'm going to be busy when I come back. But I'm telling you, like, look, guide is on the, we have no focus. I thought it said guide. So what else do we need to know then? Oh, wait a minute, I better check my email again. Oh, wait a minute. Um, could I just wrap this up quickly? Yeah, I'm just going to wrap this up quickly. What have we got in the conscious mind? New moon. So that new moon on the 21st of October. So it's a while away from when you're watching this, but look out for it. New moon in Libra. Something's going to come to light. Might be an important place in your chart. Um, I will be battening down the hatchet, so that is my chart. But again, that could absolutely resonate for me. That I'm going to have important insights, not just for me, but for the collective as well. Right. So what have we got in the masculine conscious mind? Lucky. Your luck's about to change. So if you've been telling yourself you're unlucky, things don't go your way, your luck's about to change. 47, that could be significant. Time's not running out, but you might be telling yourself different because time is in reverse. Time is an illusion. That's what I say all the time. And I've scheduled a post to be released tonight, which will already be out by the time you watch this, because this is the night before. And it was about my Back to the Future PJs. I only tend to put them on when something's going down, right? I'm going to end with them. So what have we got from Mary Magdalene? Silence. Yes. Go into the silence in this 1010 portal, especially if all of this like shady stuff, like the Mercury and Scorpio stuff is hitting. Like discern this any information that's coming your way, twin flame journey or not, discern. Does it resonate? I'm not talking about the mess in general when it's like, what's the masculine saying, the feminine? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about um big bold claims and stuff like that. Because I've just been over the past decade, well, longer than yeah, over the past. Wait a minute, I'm losing all track of time. Yeah, over the past pretty much decade that I have tuned it, it's like this. There's so many things like that have happened. I've lost count. So, but this doesn't need to be. I must say, it doesn't need to be about twin flames. It's something that look, plant your intentions deep. It's like it feels like Saturn and Pisces lessons and confusion illusion. So it's about be mindful where you're investing your time and your energy, online or offline, because it can take a while to pull your energy back. Speaking from personal experience, you leave a little part of yourself and it can take a while to retrieve your energy back. So be mindful where you put your energy. It's all linked to why I'm taking 3 weeks to myself. 3 weeks is a soul retrieval. So that it's all this is very interesting. It's all tying in. I was going to say this is one I'll watch back, but I'm going to watch it back anyway. Title it, but look, awakening. Yeah, some people are having huge awakenings to stuff that's not the best. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So I did use that word. So I don't know what I'll use for the thumbnail, right? And light vibration. The universe responds to your vibrational frequency. Tune into the frequency of love. So with all that bullshit that's going on and coming to light, keep holding the light because there is there's dark stuff being revealed in the world. I could even think in the news actually. I'm not going to talk about it because it's not like God, there's just stuff everywhere, but you know what I mean? It's like people are being exposed. If people have done dark, what's done in the dark is coming to light. That's basically, you know what I mean? And it's things I've heard whispers about for years, but it's being things are being outed. I just looked at a timer at 33 minutes, coming to Jesus. Mother Mary message for this beautiful divine feminine energy that's flooding in. What have we got? Our Lady of the Ocean of Rebirth. Invisible karmic forces are at work in our lives, creating circumstances that support our soul fulfillment, sometimes through golden opportunities and sometimes through obstacles that we must grow to overcome. And that's what it feels like. This is either someone, not just someone, or like feminines or masculines, clearing trauma of where you've been hoodwinked by something. And you won't be alone. When Saturn's in Pisces, like I've had it too. I've had it years ago and I've had it recent, not like so recent, but like I've had things like this year. So, you know what I mean? That um yeah, we all go through karmic lessons. Your soul is currently processing deep and powerful karmic energies. You're outgrowing old patterns and simultaneously harvesting good karma. But yeah, good. If you have went through really rough stuff, good karma is coming for you. And well, we know what kind of karma is coming for other people that are not of integrity, but we pray for them to do better, to know better, and to face their shadow. That's what we do around here. We don't send negative energy. You are creating a pathway for a new, improved expression of your soulful life, protected and guided by Mother Mary. A beautiful, beautiful place to leave it. So I hope this serves you. Please like, comment, although I will not be getting back to you until November. So you don't need to, people don't comment around here a lot anyway, and sometimes I don't find it for weeks because it's in that filter thing. But yes, comments are very welcome. And yeah, book a session for November if you want one, because like I said, I'm going to be busy. And yes, other than that, have a lovely 1010 portal, protect your energy, and I'll see you later.